All right, hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Marcus here in Las Vegas. How you guys doing this? Today's March 17th, so hopefully you guys are having a good day. It's lunchtime, the lunch hour. It's not lunchtime for me. I'm not eating lunch till a little later, but this is a lunch hour. I think I might start doing videos around this time between 12 and 1 p.m. Pacific time, because I know this is when people are scrolling social media while having lunch, which is good. You don't have to turn it down. It's good. So anyway, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Just type 1 in the comments if you can hear me. If you haven't watched live, type live for me. If you watched the replay, type replay for me. And let me have me a sip of my Glucose Protect. This stuff is wonderful. If you have something sweet or carbohydrate filled type of meal, drink this either before or after. It's going to help prevent your blood sugar from spiking. It's going to help stabilize your blood sugar. This stuff is wonderful. I just ate an eclair thing from like a Middle Eastern bakery. It had dark chocolate on the top of it. Was a pastry with some custard in it. Amazing. So just have me a cup of this. I drink this once or twice a day. This is called Glucose Protect. So this is something that's going to help prevent your blood sugar from spiking. You know, especially if you're someone who eats like carbohydrate-filled meals, drink this a couple times a day. Another thing, I have a new ebook that's going to launch tomorrow, the 18th, on Amazon. So it's let me look at it. It's called Healthy Eating, Eat Right, Be Right: Simple Nutrition Strategies to Boost Energy and Build Better Habits. So this is just something I've been wanting to do for a number of years, is like to put together ebooks and offer them to people. And since I don't have a job anymore, like where I don't work a regular 9 to 5, I have time to do more things, more creative things. So this is something. It's an ebook. I'm not going to make it into a paperback book, so I want to do primarily ebooks. So this one will launch tomorrow on Amazon. You can get the pre-order price right now is $2.99, but then it's only going to go up to either $3.99 or $4.99 tomorrow. So I will post a link for the book tomorrow once it's officially live on Amazon. Go get it. And it's an ebook. You guys are really going to like it. It has lots of chapters. I think there's 10 chapters in it. And at the end of each chapter, there is a Coach Marcus tip. So it's pretty good. I think you guys will like it. And just sharing from my experience from being someone that was Big Marcus, the guy in this shirt right here. This is what Transformation Tuesday, and so this was the big guy here. Probably was 290 around there. This is Coach Marcus. So this was I was 208 pounds on this picture right here. And I'm in better shape now than I was even on this picture because I do more weights and stuff. So that book launches, and then I have another book that's another series. I have a series of books I'll be doing. They'll all be ebooks. It's going to be more for the self-help type of books, really short things you can read, get through it, and apply the information. And then this is the book, my first ever book I wrote and published. I revised it, and so I made it bigger and has some actionable items in there. There are more stories about my family's our family's life when we were bankrupt, right? We were going through bankruptcy. So I have some stories about we had $200 to buy clothes and how we reward ourselves once we have money left over after one particular shopping trip. And then I have 3 bonus chapters. So this has the Network Marketing Truth, Blueprint for Better Living. So this is going to give you that blueprint. And then Rebuild Your Life in 90 Days. So this is going to walk you through how to improve your life. So this will be launched. I think I'm going to launch this on April 1st. I think. So we'll see. Maybe 2 weeks from now. All right. So this is, you guys are really going to like it. Just adding some finishing touches to it. For those who have the first edition, I'm going to take that one down once I launch this one, and only the revised edition will be available, but you guys are really going to like it. And for those of you who are going to be in Dallas, Texas in August, make sure you bring your books so I can sign them, right? I'll autograph them for you. But this one Has a glossy cover, right? And I edited some of the things on this is the author copy, just for me to go through and see how it looks. But I changed some things on it just to make it more professional. And so this is going to be a really good book. This can be a best seller in the category it's in. So for anyone out there who wants to learn how ordinary people can build freedom, income, and wealth through network marketing, this book is for you. And this is a true story of financial comeback. So I spruced up the cover. Look at that, it's nice. And then I put my picture on the back. I have an author friend at my gym. He's an author. He gives me books to read of his. He says, and he gave me a tip. Once I gave him my last book, he says, hey, I'm going to give you a tip. Make sure you put your picture on the back cover, right? So I did that, and my name is there. So it's going to be a bestseller. You guys are going to like it. Let me pick up my other books I dropped. So that is what I have going on right now. So then in probably April or May, sometime in April, I'll start dropping those self-help books. So I already have one already prepared, just going through it, making sure, I like, the wording, and then I'll produce more of them. But that'll be in the self-help series. You guys are gonna like those. They're all be ebooks. So since we're talking about self-help, I did make a reel and talks about 5 life tips or 5 things most people can do, right, if they want to do it to improve their lives. Just 5, right? Let me have another sip of Gluco Protect. And yeah, people see when I wear this shirt in public, people are shocked. They're like, that's you? I'm like, yeah, this is me, okay? And that was me before and after. So for those of you who are looking to lose weight, I can help you do it. I know how to do it. I know the challenges that comes with losing weight, right? The temptations with the food items and wanting to, just do unhealthy things. And your diet does not have to be perfect, right? Just eat healthy most of the time, right? And you will lose weight. So I wasn't strict when I was this big Marcus, but I was more aware of what I was consuming, and I did cut back on like a lot of sweets I was eating, like candy, like Red Vines and Snickers and all the candy and donuts and cookies and cake. I cut back on that, and that helped me lose almost 90 pounds. That was right there. So if you guys want help losing weight, reach out to me. I have a group for that. I do sell products which are better than the ones I use to get here. The ones I have now are very effective, and they're natural and they're organic, right? No pills to swallow. You simply drink. What I'm drinking in this cup can be one of the products we use. So let's get to the topic. So a lot of people want a better life, right? People say they want a better life. They want better than what they're currently getting, but they're not taking action. People are waiting for this like big breakthrough. They're praying, they're doing their confessions, doing all that kind of stuff, but they're not actually doing anything to improve their situation. And the thing I've discovered, and what's worked for me in my household is most lives improve through simple habits done consistently. Okay, so like when I was Big Marcus, okay, I had to have some simple habits by doing it consistently, not overnight. I didn't gain all this weight overnight, so I didn't expect to lose overnight. But I made sure to swap out, some of my food items. So instead of eating like a candy bar or a cookie at work when I had a job, I swapped it and I'm eating celery sticks and apple slices and things like that, and broccoli, right? So simple habits, and I've maintained those habits for a number of years now. It's been years. But I'm gonna share 5 real life steps you can do right now, okay? And so the first one is walk every day, right? This is part of exercise. So I'm not saying to be this person that's all extreme with your exercise. Just go for a walk. So a daily walk is one of the simplest ways people improve energy, mood, sleep, and also reduce stress. And even this type of activity done consistently can make a difference. When I was Big Marcus, right, I was walking, right? I worked in an office in Phoenix, and then I would take breaks throughout the day and walk around the block, right? So I would get like 20,000 steps a day, sometimes 30, just taking 2 or 3 walks. They were like, I think, 1.5 mile, 2 mile walks. And so that's how I would get my steps in, right? So go for a walk. Okay, just get up, if you're at home and weather permitting, and if you can go outside, make sure you cover up, and to protect yourself from the sun. But go for a walk. If you have a gym membership, go hop on the treadmill and walk. Okay, if you don't have access to either, you can walk around your house, right? Just get up and walk around every 5 minutes until you get to 30 minutes, right? So you can do 6 5-minute walking stints inside your house. Okay, no excuse. Next, sleep. You have to get really serious about getting the proper number of hours sleep each night. So adults generally need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night, right? 7 to 9, I would say 6 to 8, right? But as far as what studies show, right, 7 to 9 is what the typical adult needs. And so people who start protecting their sleep often think clear because you're not foggy, you're not getting sleepy after lunch. People get their sleep focused better and also feel better emotionally. They're not having these mood swings because their body's rested. So make sure you are really serious about getting your sleep. Okay, third thing is strengthen your body twice a week. Okay, I'm not saying go to the gym every day, but at least 2 times a week. If you're just starting out, don't set a goal to go to the gym 5 days a week, right? You're setting yourself up for failure. Start with 2 days a week, Monday and Friday, or Monday, Friday. That's good. That'll give your body time to adjust to working out. And then if you want to add more days, go from Monday, Friday to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, and then if you want to add more days, then you can add a Tuesday, then add a Thursday to go 5 days a week. I work out 5 days a week. Okay, 4 days a week I lift weights. 1 day a week is strictly cardio and ab work and stretching. And so, so it's not necessary to be this do all this crazy stuff in the gym. Okay, unless you want to get paid to body build and be that type of person, you don't have to do that. But you don't have to live in the gym. I don't live in the gym. I get up at 4:50 in the morning. I'm in the gym by 5:15. I'm usually done by about 7:15, 7:30. But except on Wednesdays, it's earlier because my workout's shorter. But basic strength training, okay, like body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, do wall push-ups if you can't do push-ups on the ground, resistance bands, those are great. Or light weights, okay, those can help people build your health and resilience over time. If you're just starting out with lifting weights, you are probably going to be sore after your first session. Don't quit. Go back and give your body 3 days to rest and recover, and then go back and do your weights again, because you are going to experience what's called DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. That's normal, okay? And so, but CDC guidelines, the Center for Disease Control, recommends muscle strengthening at least 2 days a week. So if you're starting out, Monday, Friday, okay? All right, and then next thing, as far as making some simple things you can do to change, is talk to people who truly care about you, right? Be really diligent about who's in your circle, who can influence your environment, right? And so my circle is not huge. I don't talk to a lot of people, okay? My wife, my daughter, those are probably the 2 people I talk to the most. I don't have this big circle of friends. My circle is like small. I have a lot of associates, but I'm not talking like intimately to a lot of people. I like to protect my energy, protect my environment. So, but when you talk to people who care about you, right? And so real connection helps reduce stress. It could be a phone call with someone. It could be lunch with a friend, time with family, or being around positive people can make life lighter and healthier. So don't hang around the negative people. If you're someone that's negative, you probably need to stay away from people for a while until you change your attitude, change your mindset. Don't go around, for the negative people who are watching, don't be someone to bring down someone else's energy, right? Don't throw your trash on other people, right? Nobody's a trash can, but for the people who are serious about wanting to change, you got to hang out with people who are positive, right? People who see, the glass can be refilled, right? Not the glass is even half full. People who say, yeah, the glass is half full, but guess what? I can fill it up till it overflows. You want to be around those type of folks, right? Not the negative Nellies, negative Nancy's, right? They just bring your energy down and sometimes bring drama and stress, which you don't need that when you are on your way to making your life better. And last thing is, you got to start saving some of your money, right? And so I'm a Christian, so I tithe, I pay offering, I give offering, pay tithes, I give offerings, but I also save and invest. But start saving some of your money, right? Even if it's small, even if it's, you get your paycheck this week, even if it's $10, save it, right? And people improve their peace of mind when they stop spending every dollar. Right? We're not here to work and pay bills. If you believe the purpose of money is simply to pay your bills, you have some development you need to do to know there's more to do with money than just paying bills. So don't, but not spending every dollar, right? It can bring some peace, right? Knowing that you have some money saved up like an emergency fund is a good feeling, because if something happens, you need to access some money, you'll have it without having to go and beg people to give you money or set up GoFundMe accounts, right? So you want to begin by building a cushion, like even small amounts set aside for emergencies can help people recover faster when things happen. Things come up, stuff happens. Our water heater about a month ago broke, had to have it replaced. Fortunately, I do have home warranty insurance, but still had to pay a deductible or co-payment, right, toward the repairs. It's only $100, so it wasn't a lot, but some people don't even have $100 for an emergency without going into debt. So the thing is this, guys. You don't have to fix your whole life in one weekend or 1 week, right? Start of these 5 things, like start with a walk. Well, start with one walk, right? Start with one walk this week, right? Start with one night we decide to go to bed early. Okay, see how you feel when you wake up. Start with one workout. Like today, decide, I'm going to do 3 sets of 20 squats. I'm going to do 3 sets of 20 push-ups or whatever, right? Just do one workout. Have one real conversation with someone that's positive, okay? And so find somebody that's positive and have a conversation with them, and then make that one small deposit from your paycheck. So, or set aside $5, $10 from your paycheck. Just start once and then see what happens. And then what happens is these small disciplines, they can create big life changes over time, right? So what I want you guys to do, thanks for watching. Do me a favor. Which one of these 5 tips or 5 things I recommended do you need to improve first, right? Is it walking every day or being active? Is it getting serious about sleep and increasing your sleep hours? Is it working out, strengthening your body twice a week as far as resistance training? Is it talking to people who are positive, or is it saving some money, right? Which one do you need to start with? So type that below. Just type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, walk every day. 2, get good night's sleep. 3, strengthen your body, lift weights or body resistance exercises. Number 4, talk to other people. And number 5, start saving some money, right? Which one do you need to start to work on? So that way, you'll have an initial goal and something to work toward. And then once you get good at one, add the next thing, right? And keep adding to it. And over time, you're going to have these 5 simple steps, or 5 simple steps mastered. And once you're successful with it, you can teach it to somebody else. That's how this thing works. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me finish my cup of Gluco Protect. If anybody out there wants to, knock off some excess weight, especially with summer coming up in about 3 months, people are going to want to look, decent when they go to the beach or at the pool in their swim trunks, fellas, or bathing suits for ladies, right? I can help you lose that excess weight. I did it. So this is Big Marcus here. This is Coach Marcus here. So message me and I can share with you some healthy products for you to use and that won't break the bank either, and that are good for the body. Right, guys? So thanks for watching. Let me knock out the rest of my Gluco Protect, and I will catch you guys next time I'm live here on my timeline. But I may start doing these maybe every day. Don't know. Lunchtime with me. Just depends on what I have to talk about that day. So thanks for hopping on and enjoy your lunch. If you guys are working your jobs and taking time from work to decompress and scrolling on Facebook, I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Peace.